Then I said goodbye. Came back home. And then I went camping. I went backpacking specifically. Like I didn't because there's two types of camping, right? So you can either car camp, which is like you drive your car up to like a campground that's got like a parking space, and then there's like a little dirt patch with a couple trees on the side, and you just set up your tent, and then there's usually like a picnic table and a campfire pit. And then there's backpacking, which is like you have to carry everything with you in a backpack, obviously, and then hike into the woods or wherever. And then usually there's a quote unquote campground. There's like a campground at the end of the hiking trail, but there's no water, there's no toilet, there's like nothing there. It's just like a patch of cleared ground where you can pitch a tent. And I did that. I backpacked in, and I did that because it's just better for solitude. If you go to a car campground, there's always going to be families there, like children. And I don't hate children, but I don't go camping to listen to their screechy little voices, right? That's not why I go camping. I don't hate children. It's just like when I go camping, I don't want to hear or see or like I don't want to be near them, right? I have like one thing to report about my backpacking trip. I never camp at the campsite. I usually go off the trail just a little bit, and then I camp like off to the side, because if I go backpacking, I don't want to meet anybody, right? And there are cases where like if it's busy, you'll have to share that campsite with like another person. So like I got to the end of the trail, I went off of it just a little bit, and then I carefully looked at my bearings so I knew how to get back. I knew to walk towards like that interesting looking tree to get back, right? And so, set up the camp, ate. You're not allowed to have an open fire. I had a backpacking stove, and then I made like a mountain house for dinner, and then I woke up. I went on a hike, and then on my hike, I met another person, a dude. Like a big, like, in Pokemon, like the hiker? He looked like that. He looked like that mother clucker. Like, you know what I'm talking about? In every Pokemon game, there's like a hiker. Looks like that guy. And we both like looked at each other, and we're just like, hello. Hi. And I could tell that like he was one of my people, right? Like he goes out to be alone. Not to gab, not to like find a neighbor and just like talk their ear off. He's like, he went out there to be alone, and I was an invader into his solitude. And likewise, I went out to be alone, and he was an invader in my solitude, and it was just like very wary, right? And it was just like, hello. And then I think he asked me, he was like, are you camping at the campsite? And I was like, no, I'm just off to the side, so it's cool, you can camp there. And he's like, no, I'm not there either, I'm just kind of off on my own. And he's like, okay, good. And then we kind of squinted at each other. It's like, there's another person out here. It's like, damn it. And then we both like backed off, right? And for the rest of my trip, did you kiss? No, what the hell is wrong with you? No. Did you fight? No. But at the I was out there for 2 more days, and then I was just out there, and I was just like, damn it, there's like another dude out there. I came out here to have like nobody around me for a minimum of 5 to 10 miles. Like I don't want anybody within 5 to 10 miles of me. And it's like, I know for a fact that there's like a dude out there shitting in the woods like I am. And it's like, it's ruined. Did you ask him if he's a bestie? I absolutely did not. No. Anyway, I didn't see him again after that. And then obviously like my time was up. I ran out of food, so I had to. Oh, and by the way, I had this idea that like maybe people would be like, oh, that's not safe. Like you should be more careful. Do you know what like an actual GPS is? I think people when they hear GPS, they think like their cell phone, right? Do you know what like an actual GPS like locator is? If you like to go out and spend time by yourself, like you can actually buy like an actual GPS, like what it is, right? I have that. Actually, not only do I have it, like I replace it every 2 to 3 years. I get a brand new one every 2 to 3 years, just to make sure that it's like the latest and greatest and it works properly. Like if I get into trouble and I don't come back home, my family will be able to track down what's left of me. Probably like a shambling corpse or something, right? Yeah. So don't worry about it. I stay safe. It's good. Don't worry about it. What's left of... Dude, don't say it like that. That's ominous. So anyways, trip ended. I ran out of food. I hiked back out to my car. And it's just like, it was good. I had fun. I touched level 90 grass just out in the middle of nowhere. I shat into a hole, like, that I dug myself, like, 3 times. I'm like, it's just like a person out there. And then I think I saw his truck. I think I saw it. Because I had a car, I parked my car and then hiked in, but there was no other car. And then I come back out and then like, there's a truck there. And it's just like, oh, okay, that's his. And it's just like, pretty nice truck. Pretty nice truck. Okay. Vesper becomes a professional grass toucher. Oh my god. I didn't see the guy again, but I remember as I was driving out, I was just like, if he's still out there, he's probably just seething, just like angry, but I'm already gone. I like that, like thought occurred to me where it was just like, he'd probably be, if he's like me and he's definitely like my type of person, he'd probably be a lot happier knowing that I like left, right? But I couldn't, just because like we're just too well hidden. Yeah. I think that's pretty much what I did. That one, I enjoyed it, but definitely like the enjoyment of it was lessened because like I just happened to go out like at the same time as another person. And it's like December, it's like cold as hell, like close to freezing at night. Close to freezing. And it's like the weather is not good. I was like, I'm definitely going to be alone. And I was not. Anyway.